We're in a massive warehouse, Craig. I see a lot of stuff around us. We talked about different machines needing different parts. How do you even, I can't even imagine the logistics that go into this. I mean, so after, you're the parts manager, you make sure we get the parts. Who's responsible here for making sure these parts get out in a timely manner and go where they're supposed to go?
Well, this is Jonathan. Jonathan is our warehouse supervisor. Jonathan facilitates the warehouse inbound and outbound freight.
So Jonathan, Craig orders the parts, make sure they come in, but then you get them. What's your role in the warehouse here? As a supervisor, what are you making sure happens for the service side and for the customer side?
Just making sure you're servicing the customer and doing it efficiently.
Okay, so when someone comes to you, and they're like, hey, we need a part, Craig, and Craig says, all right, Jonathan, do we have the part? How do you guys find parts in here without seeing the actual part?
Using our DBS system, so we can get on the system, check the part number, look up location, come out to the location and find the part.
Okay, so once you find that part, how does it make its way to a customer?
So they'll place the order, and the order kicks out. We have our warehouse guys pull the order, making sure that they're picking the right quantity, the right part number, and filling that order.
Perfect. Now I'm also noticing we have some massive boxes to the right of us here on the other side of the warehouse, but it looks like we get a lot smaller. Is that set up for a certain reason? That you guys set up the warehouse with larger items on one side and smaller on the other? Is that a logistics efficiency for you guys?
Yes, definitely. So you want to make sure that you're putting your smaller items that's going to be able to be quickly picked, and your heavier items that are going to need forklift or anything like that in the back, because it's going to take a little more time. A lot of times, bigger items are not going to be ordered as much as smaller items that break or seals or anything like that. So you want to put all your fast-moving product to the front of the warehouse, so you guys are just picking more orders, being more efficient.
Okay, now Craig, let's say for example someone orders in some tracks and you guys don't have them, but someone else may have them. Do you go to Jonathan then and have him kind of coordinate that retrieval process?
Yes, so we have a lot of different shipping methods that we use. It could be a big rig, it could be a car sometimes, it could be a truck, so depending on the size of the part. And then we have a shuttle system throughout our dealership network that we use to get parts from one store to the other. So as Jonathan stated, that order is generated through our dealer business system. That order is processed depending on the size and or destination. Jonathan and his team will ensure that that either gets to the customer on site, delivered, or gets to another branch in our dealer network.
Okay, so it sounds like there's a lot of math involved also here. We've noticed there's a lot of math in all the aspects here at Quinn Caterpillar. When I'm looking around it, it's the hundreds of thousands of parts you guys have in here. How does math play into what you guys do to make sure customers are receiving efficient products?
You want to make sure first, from a manager standpoint or a supervisor standpoint, efficiencies, right? You want to make sure that we're picking as many orders that we can in a certain amount of time, and that's all math. Also, is if we did inventory, if we're looking at a part or a pallet of boxes and we're saying, hey, how many filters we have here? Well, you don't want to go and grab a machine, take the pallet down, count each part.
Sit there and pull each one off and then put them all back on again?
There.
Okay.
You're doing the math. Okay, well, 3 boxes across, 4 boxes deep, 2 rows. All right, we got, 24 boxes. So.
Okay, so it sounds like, I teach 6th grade every day, and so my students might ask, well, how do I use volume? What's that for? And it sounds like here's the application. Someone wants to know how many are on this product, how many are on this pallet. They can use a volume formula, length times width times height.
Yep.
Yeah.
So math is used, whether students realize it or not, every day in the workforce somewhere, whether it's from welding something, measuring the pressure of something, or even how many parts do we have? Do we need to order more? Do we have enough? And it sounds like you guys have a well-oiled machine here, lack of a better term. You guys are phenomenal at what you do. Thank you so much for your time. Jonathan, we really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Great. Craig, thanks for bringing us in here. Hopefully when we come back to you guys, we'll be able to show you some of the other parts that might be used. So some of these parts are ordered and ready to go as soon as they're ordered and needed for a machine, but sometimes some things have to be made like in the fabrication shop, and some of those things might be hydraulic hoses, and you said every machine is almost hydraulically driven. Is that right? So especially the bigger ones?
Yes.
So it sounds like pressures and hoses are very important. So when we come back, we'll show you guys where are those made and just how important they are. Send it back to you guys.